Alright, are we live yet? Oh, fantastic, we're live. Well, hey guys, how's it going? It's your friend and pal Fearsome here on behalf of the Revive Pirate 101 movement and Aquilian Palace, an amazing fan site. Um, so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and hopefully try and revive the Morph intent just a little bit and get people the pets they usually can't get. So I have a great album, so do my associates. A lot of them can't be here today because some of them went on a camping trip, um, and some of them just didn't show up. So I'm on my own, but I do have 5 pirates, and I have pets for just about everything. I'm just heading to the morphing tent now. I don't mean to ignore anyone in game. Please do use the stream chat. And how's it going? Leadbot quit. Yo, how's it going? Optical Legend. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Please let the people know in game that I'm not ignoring them and that they should probably say something in the stream chat. I'll be looking at the game chat too in just a bit. Um, but I've got to head to the morphing tent on my pirate, so I'm on 5 accounts right now, so that's the main reason why I mostly see stream chats. It's quite, I mean, I can keep up with a lot, but 5 or 6 accounts, which is what I usually deal with, usually makes it so it looks like I'm sometimes ignoring people in game, which I try not to. On your other account, oh wow, you multi-screen as well. That's fantastic. I'll just say something in game real quick. But yeah. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and port all of my accounts into the morphing tent. We always get some nice screenshots and stuff just to show that, there are people who still play this game and still care about it. Hopefully, to revive the game eventually. Triple X Slayer, hey, how's it going? It's the pirate life, yes it is. Thank you about that, Triple X. I appreciate that. Deidre Johnson, how's it going? Um, but yeah, we have a solid plan. Um, us who are part of the Revive Pirate 101 movement, we're working, with King Zal if it's possible for them to revive the game. But in the meantime, we're working on our own plan for a fan remake if that does not work out, because we do not want to be dependent or on someone else or be a victim of circumstances. If we are not happy with how something is, we make our own version, and that's just how we are. We're very active people, and we don't like to take no as an answer. Simply how it goes. Hey, how's it going, R Star? You want to hatch? Certainly, I can help you with that. Yeah, we can. Really, this game has many aspects, and what we're doing right now is we're reviving the pet aspect of the game, which is a very good system in a lot of ways. So, in many ways, it's better than the ranked PvP system we have in this game and other broken stuff. So, it's one of the more well done parts of the game. You play pirate but no member plus the story is better. Nah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Um, but yeah, no, fair enough. If you don't have membership, nothing you can do about it. Um, I know usually what I do is I PvP in this game and only every now and then get membership when I want to quest somebody up, like some of my characters, a set of characters and stuff up. But usually what I do is I do tournaments and stuff, and I don't keep renewing my membership either. Um, just contribute to the community by being there yourself, That's usually the way it is, but we have to approach this in phases, guys. So first phase is we have to actually get a team of people who are essentially in touch with the game, people who know every aspect, the housing, the pets, the PvP, you name it. They have to be very much in touch with the community, and they have to be very much in touch with the game mechanics and stuff like that, so we don't make the same mistakes that KingsIsle made with Pirate 101. And then second phase is, of course, coming up with the story and the concepts and stuff like that. And then we need to find out what tools and what processes and what rules, a game team would have to we have to have in place in order to make the game. And then as a fourth phase, we'd have to actually develop it all. And fifth, we'd have to market it well as well. So there are a lot of things that we have to figure out. Like, for example, I got to get a lot of backstory on characters like Captain Blood and Ratbeard that I simply do not have the pieces of the puzzle for. But we have a lot of plans. We're moving forward. Every little bit of free time we get, we do that. You don't know much about pirate or game dev? Well, fair enough. If you love something, you'll figure out a way to learn it. That's pretty much how it works. As well as El Dorado. El Dorado is more than likely, judged off of what I've been seeing in the puppet shows and stuff I've been looking at. It's based off of Celestia, so it's a place that's somewhat ahead of its time compared to the rest of the Spiral. So it's a place that we simply do not understand and has a mystifying feel about it. Yes, it is. There is a city full of gold. They're the Golden Pyramids, as shown in the puppet show. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some pet morphs, guys. What type of pets would y'all like? I'm here. I think I'm in Realm Avery, actually, but just to... I think I can keep an Avery. Nah, it's still perfect. Says something about how many people still play this game, but we're not interested in numbers, we're interested in passion. You're close to getting OP pirate pet? Okay, let's see. Just trying to max these pets out. All right, well, I'll definitely be sure to hit my main account up with a pet morph for a good swash pet. Good swashbuckler pet here. So I got a good swashbuckler pet on the sigil right now. Looks like Blaine's got it. Hopefully have gold this time. I'm hoping so. It's an abandoned ancient civilization. Yeah, I'll have to do more research into what El Dorado was based on. I know that Valencia is based off of Italy during the Italian Civil War. That much is quite obvious with appearance of Sforza and the Medici and people like that. So I'm reading Machiavelli's books because he has a lot of accounts on that. So I can be more educated on what that was based on. So I got to do a lot of research myself. We plan on having a couple of writing teams because how we want to approach this is we want to have each faction, like a swashbuckler, musketeer, privateer, we want them to start out in a different world, so you're playing through a different story, so you have more replay value than Pirate did, because that seems to do a lot for games, and it gives a lot of reasons for people to come back. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the game's going to be unbalanced. I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera to where I'm morphing the pet. So right here, I've got a lot of pets, guys, so it might take me a little while to scroll through everything, but I'll look at the comments as soon as I can. Just give me 1 second on that. Oh, here we go. It's 580 pedigree. Pedigree doesn't matter. It's what manifests in particular. That way you know it has that. But there are ways you can tell, like scent will always be on top of Bladestorm, stuff like that. But yeah, has a pretty decent pool. What we're trying to do is we're trying to copy over the grants that are in the pool over to this guy's pet over here. All right, let's go ahead and have a look at the chat. You're close to getting OP Swashbuckler, says R-Star. Need another Minotaur. It doesn't matter what the pet looks like. It matters what pool. But I assume that you mean the Minotaur is in what I have on my mute for Swashbucklers. And in that case, I can get you that. I thought it was on Twitch. You thought I was on Twitch. Oh, yeah. No, I am on Twitch too. But that comes later today. So at 5 o'clock, I'll be switching over to Facebook, and I'll be going live there. I'll drop the link before I do that. And then from Facebook, I'll be going to Twitch after an hour streaming on that. So, yeah, hold on. I have many Minotaur pets. I'm going to go ahead and hop on the sigil with my mute, guys. I'll switch my screen to that. That has a Minotaur on it, so if anyone wants to morph with that, feel free. there is a Balrog. Oh, Balrog. You have to morph a fire toad with a Minotaur pet. That's how you get that. And you have to keep doing it till it actually goes through. I'm pretty sure R-Star can tell you that as well. As you can see, he has a Balrog, and that looks very cool. I'm not really into the hybrids and stuff. I'm just into the grants mostly. So I do not have a Balrog yet. You got back on Discord, so you gotta let me know. I'll be looking at the Discord chats after the stream, guys. I'm not trying to ignore you there, but I want to keep the quality of the stream by mostly paying attention to the stream chat itself. But if y'all want to see what type of pets I have, I'll go ahead and first of all, I'll drop the schedule while I go look for the pet album. But the schedule does have the pet album on it. That's my streaming schedule right there. Let's go ahead and find the pet album. Here we go. Alright, here is the pet album, guys. You can look through that. It leads to many categories and stuff like that, and also has the pet albums of my associates as well. I think you have to have the Frostbiter, and then you morph the Frostbiter with the Minotaur to get the Skyrim Minotaur. Pretty sure that is how it works. But then again, guys, I mostly care what grants the pet gives, not what type it is. Oh, nice. Just gotta max it out. No, fair enough. That'll look huge and impressive. It already looks really cool, though, for real. If y'all have any pet requests, tell me here on the stream chat, okay? Please don't talk about it to me in game. Go to the stream chat. That would be advisable. But yeah. You're here to be entertained? No, fair enough. Fair enough. And really, if you look at what we have done as a pirate community, and you compare it to, what Wizard101 has done as a much larger community, you really have a lot of hope for this game. So, you know, Cool Ranch, people usually quit the game then, so it leaves just the very cream of the crop left, the most active and most intellectual players. And Wizard101 doesn't have anything like that to filter any of that through. We just have a better concept as well. Do we have a witch doctor pet to hatch with? Yes, I do. I do. I have a witch doctor pet right here. I'm going to go ahead and switch the screens to the witch doctor pet. Now, I will be morphing what's effective for witch doctor, not what my contemporaries would say is preferable. But then again, they don't win PvP matches. I do, so I should know which is better. So what you want on a witch doctor pet is not, like the chains, the reeded spell. I'm going to say witch pet real quick. You don't want any of that. What you want is the good selfish talents, because witch doctors are just going to get themselves killed with those chains because there's witch hunter and stuff like that. And witch hunter does a lot of damage, by the way. And it halves your spell damage on that particular target, so it's detrimental that you have that trigger. And second of all, witch doctors don't hit very often; they fizzle a lot. So best to go for those advantageous, selfish talents like Scent 2 and 1 combined to make 3. Sneaky 2, Webs, and then you want to go for a lot of heals: Rainbow Bless, Regroup, Rally, and that's the ideal witch doctor pet right there. So I have something that's close. Um, this also goes to show you that even though I don't have the perfect witch doctor pet, it's pretty good. The pet system is different in Pirate101. There are like essentials, and then there's other stuff you can do to perfect your pet. And that's one of the things I like about this game is you have to get some very basic gear in order to be competitive, but everything else is just a preference as to how you build. So it's one strength that Pirate101 has. Wizard101, it's very much a stat pad type of game. Like everything is based off of the stats. Like it's pretty straightforward and boring too. But yeah, people buy like thousands and thousands of packs just to get the wand that they want and all kinds of stupid stuff. I don't mean that to bash witches too much, but it's definitely a weakness that y'all have in your game. That definitely made me, a little reluctant to try it out, which I did. And, funny enough is that the Wiz community, I will say one thing about them. Like, they're fiercely loyal. I played that game for like, let's see, like a month, and it doubled like the number of subs and views and stuff I got on my channel. I was like, wow, like I've been playing Pirate for like a year or so on my YouTube channel. And then someone suggested I play Wiz, and within a month I made more than I easily made in a year. No problem, Lee Bot Aquid. No problem, man. Um, you're going to build your Balrog into a hybrid pet? No, fair enough. Um, but yeah, no. But when you think about it, like the main problem we face in this game is that newer players leave before finishing Cool Ranch. The PvE players leave as soon as they think there's not going to be a new world. And we all know the main voice out there is Blaze Lifehammer. And then after that, we have other PvE YouTubers who act as like an echo chamber. But that's not what makes a game a quality game. Think about chess, for example. It wasn't a game that was brought forth by the masses. It was brought forth in obscurity, and then it became great because intellectuals and rulers and people like that, important people who actually had a fine taste for art and quality, those people preserved it and allowed it to be as great as it is today. Now, what makes chess such a great game? Well, Essence is a perfect game. So if you win, then it's because of something you did. If you lose, it's because of a mistake you made. And there's no blaming, luck or RNG or anything like that. Now, does the game have a great story? No. Does it have great graphics? No. Does it have people constantly throwing money at it and community manager like dishing out packs to the community leader and other perks and stuff to give to its community? No, it in essence is a perfect game that can stand alone. So that's really the direction that we would like to see Pirate 101 go more towards. And PvE players, all they're interested in is, the temporary. Oh, is there another world coming out? Which, fair enough. There's something to be said for that. Hey, how's it going, Brady Hammock? You're on Romantic Isaac Newton. Can you get a morph with Old George? It's on the Abe account. Certainly. I would love to get you a morph. Absolutely. No, I'm not saying that to bash anything, but I'm just saying that, some things are temporary, and the model that, a lot of King Saul's games have are very temporary. You can't expect this game to last through the generations. Oh, goodness. I forgot. I forgot I was on the sigil with my Buccaneer pet. Um, ooh, let's see if they want this. Who knows? Hold on, I'll show you what I'm morphing with. What pet? Who would that be, by the way? Who's on the sigil? Oh, they morphed. Well, I guess they wanted it. So no, fair enough. Your pirate keeps crashing. This is weird. Well, they've downgraded the servers, obviously. So, but yeah, no. A game is brought forward, especially a multiplayer game, by the interactions in the game. Like, for example, if you have a group of people who are all interested in perfecting their craft, then that craft continues forward as well. That's the reason why the PvP community in whatever game you may have played, they tend to have the most vested in the game. Like they'll stick around the longest. But yeah, let's see. The Abe account is up on its timer, so I will go ahead and morph. All right, Brady, how's it going? Can you get a hatch on Matthew Walker's Stinker? Absolutely. He has no timer. I've got you. I've got you. Stinker coming up. Stinker coming up. I got Stinker on one. You must be Able Tom. I hope you're Able Tom. If you're not, then I'll get to you after Able Tom. But it's, first come, first serve. That way I can get a lot of morphs out. But I forgot what I was talking about, which is crazy. Hold on. It'll come back to me. But I'll focus on getting this guy his pet first. Okay. But I got the Ape account ready. He's on the sigil right now. As soon as I'm done with the with a hatch with Stinker on Matthew Walker account, I'll go ahead and proceed with that. You know, the thing is that we have a lot of support from people in the community like Ratbeard, despite, despite Pirate 101 not being too popular with everyone at KingsIsle. He sporadically will mention throughout the KingsIsle lives how he wants to bring deck side combat to Pirate 101, right? You know, even though they constantly just talk about Wiz all the time, he can't help himself. So you can see that he's very passionate about the game. Our community manager is very supportive of everything we do here on this YouTube channel and some of the other people, fan sites, stuff like that. So, we got people out there who definitely care a lot. Still working for KingsIsle, which is a very good sign. They can't allocate a lot of resources. As a matter of fact, like I saw some screenshot from a stream a little while back where they were telling Ratbeard essentially that they were working on a budget. Ratbeard met the budget, and then he said he was going to make a dungeon with 10 levels, and they said they couldn't work on that many zones, and he was like, "Dude, it's as simple as copying and pasting the zones." Like I saw that screenshot. Like I still know where I could get that screenshot. It's on one of the Discord servers. But no, I thought that was very telling. All right, I forgot what I was morphing. Romantic George. Okay, well, I'm gonna look for Romantic George real quick. What type of pet is Romantic George? Uh, it's the first time I've had anyone ask for Romantic George here, so it's going to take me a little while to find it. I hope it's a max level pet. Let me see if I can find it. I've got so many pets, guys. There's Old George. There's Stinker, Tiny Zoe Chew. I see you, Mr. Mortimer. Someone's asked for that pet. Big Mia, yes. Grady Cookie, Lord Lexi. Was it again? A romantic. Old George. Hold on. Not romantic George. I'm stupid. I was looking at the game name. I was glancing at it. Hold on, Old George. I saw Old George. There we go. There's Old George. No, people have asked for Old George before. No, never mind. Thank you, by the way. I must work for KingsIsle. I would rather KingsIsle, since they only have so many people and so many resources, to ditch Pirate 101 altogether and work on Wizard 101, and then let us fans make a rework and bring the game forward in the way that we would like to see it. Maybe address some of the issues. I think that it's about time that we add some novelty to the game. So, you know how there's a whole backstory to how your parents died and everything? Well, we don't know a whole lot about what they did, except that they hunted for some map, uh, you know, that Santa Polo had, or Marco Polo, my bad. And that they were nearly thwarted by Captain Blood, and they had to deal with Ratbeard when it came to Captain Gun and his particular invention, Yum, and these little bits you get, like the Presidian companions, how they knew your parents so well and stuff. I'd really love to make a game that fills in the gaps and talks a little bit about the origin of each faction, each class, like Buccaneer, Swashbuckler, Musketeer, and of course address some of the balance issues that we have in PvP and combat in general. PvP is just a glorified um, it's a glorified way of addressing the combat in the game. Like PvE players will not appreciate it at first, but at the end of the day, Pirate 101 is the combat. I mean, PvP is the combat in Pirate 101, except that it's at higher stakes. So PvP players will notice it sooner. They'll notice the problems. They'll also, be much better at the game. Like I can tell you right now, PvP players can run the dungeons way faster than PvE players can. Um, but yeah, that's why we focus on PvP. It's not just to neglect the PvE players. It's just that PvP players see the problems before they arise. Thank you. What's going on? No problem. No, I appreciate the sentiment. Like, you're not the first person to have said this, and I do appreciate it. But I don't know, man. I do not want to butt heads with them or anything. So, you're Alonzo. All right, sure thing. Is there anything I can get you pet wise, Alonzo? I don't know if you have gold or anything. But just let me know your pet hashing request in the stream. I'm just going to say it once in game. Let me know your pet morphing requests in the stream chat. You're trying to make the ice minotaur. Alright, what pet? You need a frostbiter. I'm going to see if I have a frostbiter real quick. I'm going to check multiple of my accounts, so hold on. I'll switch over the recording camera. For lack of a better term. We're blink. There we go. Now we're on that account. I am on 5 accounts still, guys, so do keep that in mind. I'm trying to switch the camera whenever I remember to. How can you buy level 10 pet food? You can't, but it's not that much better than level 4 pet food, which you can essentially get from a vendor here in Beastia, so it's not too much of a big deal. Let's see, do I have a frostbiter? Somehow I doubt I do, because I don't really morph for looks. But maybe I have it on the Matthew Walker account, and I'll let you know if I actually do. Yeah, no. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look at the Matthew Walker account real quick. Do I have a frostbiter? I got armadillos, I've got cats, I've got, metallic eagles, I got frogs. No, I tend to ignore how a pet looks and just go for what it has, but yeah, fair enough. May hatch with age, Tiny Zoe 2, Christmas and Ostrich, Christmas Ostrich, Rieger, Brawley, Witch Hunter. Sure, I got you. I've got so many. Thank you for being so specific and telling me what it grants, because I've got so many Tiny Zoe 2s. We got 5 minutes on the timer, so that will take just a bit. You need a good pet, buck pet though. I do have a good Minotaur pet here on my mute, but I just morphed with that. Pretty much, I have pretty much decent pets on all my pirates for just about everything, funny enough. So who does not have a timer? Who does not have a timer? We have the Witch Doctor pet / Privateer, the support / no chain pet. Hold on, Alonzo. I'm going to get you one that's pretty decent here on Francesco account. If your pet is better, then I just, of course, won't morph it. I'll wait for one of my more ideal accounts, but no harm in doing this, I guess. Let's see, what do we got? First of all, you need Elusive and Relentless on a Buccaneer pet. Those are essential, so got to go ahead and find those. Some people would argue otherwise, but Elusive has saved me so many times. I would say it's more important than Relentless, but give me a second, I'll find it. There's an Elusive. I'm just talking about what helps me to win in PvP, and if it helps you win in PvP, then essentially it's better in combat in general. So give it just a second. There we go. That's a pretty decent. That is a really good pet, actually. There's a lot of good stuff on it. Man, that will be really good for you. All right. I need a witch pet, but if you got one, yeah, no, I have a witch pet. May not be what my contemporaries will tell you is a good witch doctor pet, but then again, they don't win PvP matches, so I don't know. Do you want what's effective or do you want what's fashionable? It's a matter of that. So essentially, selfish grants, Scent 1, Scent 2, combined to make Scent 3, Sneaky 2, webs, and then you want to go for heals like Regroup, Rally, and Time Warp. Those are really effective. Are witches good for team PvP? Heck yeah, they are. In fact, I would say that that's pretty much their only use right now, since Witch Doctors in 1v1 are kind of crap. And Team PvP is a lot of fun. The main reason why people don't Team PvP right now is because only the 1v1 players are left. Because of something called the fort glitch, which scared away a bunch of people. Apparently, you can make your character immune by stacking a bunch of forts on them, and since in 4v4 those forts never wear off, only the appearance of them wearing off wears off, you can essentially make a character invulnerable via the fort glitch, permanently invulnerable. So it's so stupid. This has been a bug in the game for 4 years. Like, they do not address the important issues. Oh, we have a game breaking bug that's literally causing players to leave in droves. what do we do? Do we fix this game, or do we come out with Valencia Part 2 and Skeletal Key bosses? Oh, I think I'll come out with stuff that could potentially break the game even further, you know? What's Webs? So what Webs does is it is it can immobilize your character for 3 turns if you move past it. That's what webs does. So it's very powerful if you forget that the pet has webs. Now, you can kill the pet so that you can continue to move past it. Um, but for people who forget, it's deadly. Like it restricts people's movements, even if it's versus a good player. It is so annoying to deal with. Like, picture this: if your musketeer moves downfield to support a charge with his bombs, but he ends up getting webs, then you can move your privateer up, purge him, have everyone pounce on the guy, and you can essentially win the match by getting rid of the artillery in the army. If you get rid of the artillery, then your own artillery will be able to overcome the formations of your opponent, and you'll be able to have a successful charge, deliver the coup de grace, and win the game. You see, webs can be very good because of that. It can immobilize the artillery, it can immobilize anything on the field, but it immobilizes units for 3 turns, which is amazing. I'll try and keep it simple. So what I mean by artillery is the musketeer class by a charge. I'm talking about buccaneer class usually, or swashbuckler in certain rare cases. Now swashbuckler, it's unwise to have them as a damage carry because they're so fragile, because they don't chain a lot. Their damage is not immediate, so they're better as a support aggro. Is Bladestorm on a Witch Doctor pet good? No, not particularly. It doesn't help you much, but keep that pet, get it to adult, and then morph again with my Witch Doctor pet so that you can eventually carry over the pool. So that's what I suggest. Yeah. What's this? You mean the PvP stats for pets are good? I don't do a whole lot of pet PvP, if that's what you mean. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. As far as pet stats for each class, it really depends on what class you are. There are certain essentials like Witch Doctor, they don't have any essential. Privateer, they don't have any essential. Um, Buccaneers, their essentials are elusive and relentless. Swashbucklers, their essential is elusive. Musketeer, it's Overwatch, Burstfire, and elusive. Those are the essentials. And then everything else helps. Who does pet PvP? No, good question. I was thinking about getting into it just so I could be a little more educated on how that works and possibilities to improve it. I'm constantly trying to learn new stuff, guys. There's a reason why I read 6 or 7 books in a week, because I'm very interested in becoming knowledgeable about anything that could help a potential rework on this game or anything else I do in life. But what type of pet can I get y'all? I think I'm off timer on my main account now. Someone wanted a tiny Zoe 2 pet. If you could remind me what that had on it. It's a Christmas ostrich in a pear tree. Hold on, I'll try and scroll up and see if I can find it. Apes, Tiny Zoe 2, Christmas ostrich, regroup, rally, and witch hunter. All right, I will find that for you. Absolutely, absolutely. Fantastic. Let me switch my camera over to that account so we don't accidentally get confused there. We'll be live here on YouTube for another 23 minutes, and then we'll of course be switching over to Facebook, which this is the first month I've ever gone solely like made exclusive Facebook content, live content I should say. So this should be interesting. We'll see how all that works. Okay, regroup, rally, and witch hunter. So it
How's
has.
your stream going, Abe?
Oh hey, Medicus, pretty good. It's slapping, as usual. We're just talking a little bit about the rework and some ideas and stuff and what's good on pets and will I ever get into pet PvP and weird questions like that. But no, it's going good. How's life for you? Everything good? Anything interesting?
Yeah, everything's good. Not doing that good. I mean, nothing good, nothing bad.
Gotcha. No, fair enough. Probably got home from school today.
Nope, not
Uh,
going into school.
oh, what happened? Still lockdown for
What?
your state?
No, I mean it's just I chose to do remote.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't really want to die.
Yeah, fair enough. Is it Mortimer? No, no, it's Tiny Zoe 2. So I'm trying to find a Tiny Zoe 2 pet. Has Witch Hunter, Regroup, and Rally. So Princess Fluffy, no.
All
Stinker.
right, I ran Moo today, so I can do a lot of hatches,
Fantastic. Eh.
and I have some pets picked out that I want. Only really two.
Alright. Okay. Sneaky Lula, Tiny Zoe. Hold on. That's
Yeah,
not
who
it.
is this? How
Tiny
you doing?
Roscoe. I'll look at the chat again in a bit,
Oh, who
guys.
me? Oh, on myself.
Howdy.
Yes,
Howdy,
Naps knows
howdy.
who exactly who I am, of course.
Uh, do I? Oh,
I'm
Triple
coming, Naps, don't
Slayer.
worry. Yeah, what's
I
up?
know you.
I'm coming now. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do now. Yep.
Wait, isn't it the same member benefit as it was last week?
Yep.
That's
Not
kind of
sure.
homely.
That sucks. Here we go. I finally found the Tawny Zoe 2 pet. But yeah, you're Alonzo in game. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm also the man that won the giveaway, of course.
Yes, you are. Well, I pulled two winners because I had an extra code, but yeah, you and Taylor were the winners. But yeah. So what
The
you're saying
notorious.
about webs, I say after you get your essentials. So I would say that it's a good idea to get elusive first and foremost. But you get webs, your pet's not failed. It's good for certain strats, but elusive is like mandatory because if you're
Hmm.
below half health and you don't have elusive, you're not going to dodge anything. Buccaneers will literally dodge more than you do. So,
Well, theoretically, swashbucklers dodge more.
well, a lot of things on paper don't really work out the way that they should. But elusive is kind of necessary for swashbucklers. Like when you're
Hmm.
half health, you can take a lot of damage from crit chains and such like that. So you need to be able to dodge almost every single chance you possibly can dodge. Because how
Of
crit
course.
chains work is they guarantee hits because of how much strength a buccaneer has, because it makes the strength what causes the buccaneer to hit. However, the relents, if you want to interrupt those, then you want to make sure that those miss. You want to almost guarantee it. How you do that through elusive. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no. I get what each class is supposed to do, but
I
yeah.
still don't understand why swashbucklers just keep jumping over things in PvP. Makes no sense to me. Why waste a move just to jump over something? No sense at all.
Well,
But
it doesn't penalize you to jump over something. So,
oh,
it,
I know. I don't. I never PvP'd on Swashbuckler. I PvP'd on Witch Doctor, of course, because why not?
yeah, no, fair enough. I like Witch for some things. They're a fun class to deal with. I think that really Witch will never shine unless they have more map options. So they need larger maps because think about what the class is. It's an ability-based long-range class.
Yeah.
All their infinite range attacks like Soul Reaver, Ghost Whale, Mornsong, all that stuff, and then they have their bird spells that give epics and movement and stuff like that. Then they have their slows like Widow's Touch. So their biggest use would be on a larger map. However, the reason why Musketeers shine particularly in 3v3s is because their whole gig is moving down quickly, cornering
Hmm.
and bombing to support a charge from another class like a Buccaneer or,
Yeah.
in rare cases, a Swashbuckler, though I don't think Swashbucklers are as good at it. But yeah, no,
Well,
they just need larger maps to make Witch Doctor shine. It's truly an underpowered class right now,
yeah.
especially because of Witch Hunter and how they reworked that. But there's a whole history on that.
Well, theoretically, all classes have their own. What do you call it? They have their own thing to them. They all have their own
Mhm.
differences.
Yeah, no, I got what you're saying. A lot of the theory for Witch Doctor is that they're supposed to be high damage, long
No,
range
they're very,
class,
very low damage.
but they've approached trying to balance and fix the class by trying to increase or decrease the power. I remember when they added charm to the game and they removed
Oh
it.
yeah, I also remember that. This was so stupid.
It was stupid, and people think that the solution is to put charm back in the game when that's something that's very chance based and doesn't enhance the game in any way.
Yeah,
They need to give Witch Doctor uh its own niche instead of increasing the power of the class and breaking the game. The
facts.
class is powerful enough, it's just that there aren't any maps to realize a Witch
Yeah,
Doctor's potential. So,
but apparently, so according to that thing, witch doctors are not good in PvP. But I've seen witch doctors one-shot people, so it makes no sense. And I've seen
well,
it.
Scratch is nerf for a reason. And I'll get into damage rolls in just a second, but R-Star said something. He said, can you have a pet with double blade storm? No. We don't have such pets. I've seen people Photoshop that as a joke, but those don't exist as far as I
Don't
know.
believe it.
Yeah,
Don't
Can I have
believe
as
it.
you're saying, the
a
reason
swash? Can I have
why,
a swash pet?
certainly. Okay, so what you may or may not have noticed is that a Morn Song will sometimes do a lot of damage, or it'll do little damage, even if it doesn't critical. That's because you have high rolls, low rolls, and medium rolls. Well, when you
Hmm.
increase the power, that makes the gap between those particular rolls even greater. So a scratch buffed big guns can do 600 damage, or it can do 13 or 1400 damage. That's absolutely ridiculous, right? That's the reason why Witch
Yep.
Doctors can do that. In your PvP match, it was probably an Avery match. They probably had Scratch, and that's probably why they were able to do that. So
Yeah, it was. It
there's a
was
reason it's
scratch. They had
banned,
maxed out scratch.
because guess what? Privateers can do that sort of damage too. So can Musketeers. It was actually something that, in a way, nerfed Witch Doctors even more when it was intended to help them. So yeah, no.
Yeah.
What am I morphing
But
here?
theoretically, the max old scratch is just broken. I'm sorry to say that for a fact. It's just
I just
broken.
want I want blade, relent, tide, elusive, stuff like that.
Okay, hold on. I'll see if I can
Yeah,
find
it's
anything like that.
swash. I mean,
Hey,
I can
Nap,
have
you
it in the
see me
pool. I'm
already,
just
right?
looking for those.
Yeah, elusive is first and foremost. Yeah, elusive. I would say. Well, here we go. This is a good. It's a pretty decent one.
Wait, let me just let's see
Go
this.
ahead. Are you
Yeah.
morphing with King Spike? I assume that's you.
Me? Yeah, I'm
All right, fantastic. Hey,
whatever my
how's it
name is.
going, Red? Can you get a privy pet with repel? Your name is Devin. All right, I got you, Red. Let me see if I can find you in game.
Why does
Devin.
this
I
pit
see ya.
always have spirited song on it? Jeez.
What's up?
My pit, all the pits, all the Minotaur pits that I have always have spirited song in the pool.
Spirited Song. Oh no, that's the will buff. Yeah, no, that's
And then Super
annoying.
Strike and then Epic Surge.
Uh, yeah, maybe because you're working and morphing mostly with first generation pets. Do you morph a lot or no?
No, I haven't come
That's
back
why.
to it. This is the first time I made it.
Yeah,
I
I would
only
get into
do I will
morphing. It's a lot of
I
fun.
mainly I
That's how you
mainly
get
only
good
PV
pets. What?
yeah.
You mainly only
I
what?
mainly only PvE, so
Yeah, no, it's funny because in a short time of doing PvP, you learn so much more about the game than you do doing
of course.
PvE. Like, even if you don't plan on taking PvP all too seriously, I would get good at it so you can increase your game knowledge because it forces you to get more knowledgeable about the game and its mechanics and where to get everything in the game. And you have a very supportive community ready to teach you all those things, and that's
Yeah,
why.
that's you, I know.
Well, not just me. We have Bikes, and we have Bastion. We have Rio. We have many other people in our community. We have Aqua
But remember
House
what I told
people.
you before.
What's
I,
up?
I, I always tell people whenever I want to revive Pirate101. This game needs to be better than Wizard 101. I'm sorry to say that.
Well, yeah, this game is better than Wizard 101. I see it,
You don't have to
Martins. I'll be
apologize for that,
looking.
dude.
I'll be
That's
getting your
why the
sneaky
reason I'm
For real.
saying
whiskers.
I want this game to be revived because Wizard 101 is just a troll. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah,
They
no,
trolling
but
me.
I would rather have Kingzall work on Wiz because I don't have faith on them in making this game even better because of how out of
Yeah,
touch
I
they are.
agree.
So it's not that I think that the game should die. I think that it should switch hands. I think that it'd be fine if the servers went down so that we could work on, our version of the game. So no, I support Kingzell, until they do that. Well, even after they do that, but I just see what's best for them and what's best for us.
Yep. Sorry if I keep muting all the time. My brother keeps coming into my room telling me stuff.
No, it's fine if you get in the call. I don't think anyone here minds. I'll mute you if I
No,
have a
like
problem. Don't
it's
worry.
random. It's just random stuff that he just comes in and tells me. Or annoying. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear anything actually. And yeah, I
Yeah,
get
because I muted myself not to hear anything.
that. Gotcha.
But
They used to have
I
the
want to
same
get
problem,
that
man.
blade.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Aaron Martin, Sneaky Whiskers, I've got you. I know exactly who you are in game by now, thank goodness.
On your Abe account.
On my Abe account, yep. That's how that goes. Let's see.
Well, the reason, okay, this reason why I'm saying I need a frostbite to make that ice minotaur is because the theme of the pets that I'm going for is having all three, uh, what do you call it, pets? I
Hybrids?
don't know what they call it, hybrid pets for my buccaneer, swashbuckler, and then witch doctors, having all three of
Mm.
the minotaurs in the game, and then I go and I get the next lot of hybrids because it looks
And
kind of
then
cool
you'll
having
morph good
minotaurs.
pulls into those, I assume.
Yeah, I'm busy
Gotcha.
making minotaurs because minotaurs are awesome in this game and they're very big, so that's why I
Oh,
did it.
yeah, no, fair enough.
Um,
If you like the way
It's just
something
for the look, if
looks.
I should say it. It's just for the look. I mean, the
Hatch with the
stats.
stinker. What realm are we in?
We're in Realm
Avery.
Avery. We're in
Oh,
Realm Avery. I keep
Avery
forgetting.
Trent.
I should probably check when I jack, just to see if anyone actually went there, because we were in the
Okay.
habit of doing that. So over the
Yeah.
summer, we were actually like filling 2 or 3 sub-realms, and it was getting to be annoying. So we switched, and then the problem went over there as well. So it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is.
Can I hatch
Mm-hmm.
with stinker on my musket?
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, I need a witch doctor pet. I don't even have a pet for my witch doctor, if I'm not mistaken.
That is my Abe account.
Got it. Lawrence.
Wait, let
Aaron
me check.
West.
Do I even have gold on my witch doctor? I don't remember.
I'm ready
Oh, blue light.
on Matthew Walker as well. No, I'm not
Wait, I
ready.
Uh,
My
could just
bad. I
transfer
got
it
5 minutes, and then I will be ready. So,
Oh yeah, I can just hatch on a different account and then just transfer the pet over. Thanks.
yep. And you can, well, what I would do is I would morph the pool over. So you have to do that gradually by getting, each generation to adult and then morphing that adult, wash, rinse, repeat until
Mm-hmm.
you have the exact pool of that pet, and then you can morph that over to your other account or your other character, or however, or whatever you're trying to do, essentially.
I have three. I have two monitors. So I have one. I have the stream on one, and then I have the other one is the game, of course.
Nice. Sneaky Whiskers. I'm wondering what type of pet that is. I forgot. Sneaky Morgan.
Isn't it that chameleon thing? For sure.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
What was that guy's pet? It looked like a wolf. What the hell? Cool.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool pets look-wise in this game, but
I haven't played
sadly
this
I
game.
ignore
I know
that a lot.
the last pet I saw was the manticore. That's about it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Manticore, you got that. I had that for a little while, then it failed, and I sold it, so.
Yeah, the manticore, the mountain yeti, which this one was a 101. The manticore's not in was a 101. So
You know, I was thinking about having a uniform pet for all my characters that we'd equip when we went out to Avery. No problem, Aaron Martin's always glad to help. But
a
I'm like,
unicorn.
I got so many other projects. So currently, I'm trying to bring a set of pirates of each class from a level 10 set, a level 20 set, a level 30 set, a level 40, a level 50 to basically conduct research on how powers progress and how effects how powerful they
makes
are
sense.
at different levels, so that I can get an idea of how to build a better rework of this game when I have
Oh,
to
I
do
feel
that.
you. Don't worry.
But also to help players through so we can retain players at lower levels, because a lot of people be quitting this game before they finish Cool Ranch, and we've got to retain players if we're going to do anything with
Mm-hmm.
this game later on. We got to have the fan base to support a rework, or if King Zal, gets their game up when it comes to this game, we got to pitch in and help build the community for that, because we have to have a community in order to sustain the game.
That's why we were building it for the Aquilian Palace. We were making the Pirate101 Aquilian Palace server better, but
Yeah.
we had to discontinue it because time, I guess.
Well, we're kind of at a different season. Like everyone's going back to school, going back to work and stuff like that. Like we're simply not going to see the same numbers that we were seeing at the beginning. We simply aren't. So,
Yep. But
but
I'm there. I'm alongside
oh
with you,
no.
helping you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. We're still gradually growing. We're just not seeing like as much activity as we used to. That's like as we were
Yeah.
during the summer. But then again, change in seasons. You just got to realize it's part of the game, and that
Mm-hmm.
next summer will be bigger and better than this summer was, and that's what we have to hope for and look forward to. So
Bro, why is this guy's pit so tiny? Oh, that's so sad. I like those. I don't know if you know, there was a glitch. It was 101 that there used to be,
yeah,
where your character could turn into a minotaur, like a giant minotaur. You could turn into a minotaur, like
yeah, no
I think it was
polymorphs. That
Blaze.
wasn't a glitch.
Yeah, where Blaze turned into his life minotaur pit, and he had a life minotaur as the thing.
Oh
It
wow,
was
so
like what the,
that's insane.
yeah.
Can
And
you morph
then
a
I think
stinker?
his friend.
Hey, I
Yeah.
called Stinker.
Yeah, you did actually. Now I think of it.
No, that's fine. You can hatch with him first.
I gotta hold on. I just morph with my main account too. All right, Ty. What's your
Oh,
pirate name?
funny.
You know me, Medicus. I can hit you about out of
Mhm.
stream as well, but
Uh-huh.
definitely.
Yeah, you can get this guy
All right, I gotcha.
while stream's going.
Certainly. Got about 30 seconds. What's my pirate name? Or what?
No, Ty.
Ty. Yeah, Ty. What's his pirate name?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking him.
John. No, hold on. I see you, John. I see ya.
Yeah, he's standing next to me.
He's got the
Ah.
The
he's got
bison
the Adam
hairstyle.
West. He's got the Adam West hat.
Oof.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean the
no.
bison hairstyle, as I call it? What does it say?
You know
Bison
what's
something or other?
crazy? Is that this game would have been so much like Wizard 101, like worlds constantly and in horrible, balance changes and
Yeah.
broken game mechanics and stuff. Like bar and companions like that and much more broken aspects of the game would have gotten added if they had gone through their original plan.
Of
But
course.
as exciting as that sounds, guys, that is not a good recipe for any type of long-lasting game. It's great
Mm-hmm.
temporarily, but you'll be back in Avery complaining about all the bugs and all the broken aspects of the game as soon as all that's over. Thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that, Ty, and all the other people who
But
Mythic Mace.
theoretically,
Thank you.
everyone complains about everything, so there's no point in arguing with it because there's a lot of people that just complain for no reason. So
True, but no one complains about chess. It's the perfect game. It's a perfect game because it meets certain
No,
criteria.
so
wow,
many people complain about chess.
people complain about Wars 101 and it's nothing to complain about, but they complain because they like to. Makes it
That's
fun,
true.
I guess.
They did like it. They liked the concept. Yeah. No, fair enough.
I mean, I complained about Wars 101. I think pretty much half the YouTubers complained about it because they nerfed certain spells that didn't need to be nerfed. But people complained about that because
Mhm.
there was something to actually complain about. I mean, Part 101 it's not okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a perfect game. There is some stuff that need to
Yeah.
be drastically changed.
Well, I know how to fix the bounce problem. and the chance-based factor problem. So you make solid hits, solid guaranteed effects have nothing to do with chance. That's fairly simple. Like stuns, for example, could be ability-based. We ditch damage rolls, criticals, such like that. And we make epics guaranteed, and how do we compensate for that? We, of course, up the health pool. And then, in order to make
Yeah.
the game more chess-like, in order to make the class more balanced, is that we have battles, larger battles with more classes, that we get to see all the classes on the field at the same time. That way, it's kind of like you have a knight and you have a king and you have a rook and
Yeah.
you have a bishop, so that it doesn't matter if the queen is much more powerful than a pawn. They're all on the same field, and you have a player of each type on each side, right?
Yeah, that's
That
what I was
way, the
gonna say.
balance is
Oh.
not an issue anymore, and that's how I would deal with balance. And that's what I mean by a game that's good should be more chess-like. It should have the
Mhm.
qualities that make chess essentially a perfect game. Can you morph with Old George on the Abe account? Absolutely. By the way, Stinker is ready. Hold on. I was supposed to morph with
Yeah,
John.
yeah.
Yeah. Before I forget, sorry, I get carried around on these rants, carried off. But yeah.
Bro, we all get carried away with stuff, and that's what life is called.
Yeah, no, and I've looked at some other games that have some good qualities, like Age of Empires and War Selection and the Total War
I
series
love that
and
game. Vampires.
Civilization, and some other games like that. Like I have a decent perspective on what a good game is and how Pirate 101
Yeah.
could improve.
There's a game that just got released, but I don't know if you play survival aspect games. It's like,
Not really, no.
so it takes aspects of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
No, I do not know that game. Is it one of those Wanderer games that's pretty much, about the environment and less about the actual aspects of the game?
Well,
Like, what type of game is
no,
it?
Zelda Breath of the Wild is the game that came out on Switch. It's the Switch game that was the last. I think it was the last. It was the latest Zelda game. Now,
Yeah.
in that game, the graphics of that game and the way the game is, there's like a new survival game it's in the same universe as Zelda, but it's not Zelda. But it's like Zelda. It has all the aspects of Breath of the Wild, and they put it into a survival game, which is actually pretty cool.
I had to look
And
into that. What's the PvP like in that game?
I don't think it's well, the multiplayer is bugged at the moment, so it's
Yeah,
not like
probably be a
it's not
little
it's not
while
a
till I play
PvP
it
game.
then. It's not a
Yeah, it's not a
PvP game.
PvP game.
Ah,
It's like
so
a survival
probably
game.
wouldn't help me much. But thanks. I might like
No,
watch a video just to see what
I don't know what the name of it
what's
is,
the
but I can
hype.
find it out real quick.
What's up?
I'm gonna find the name quickly.
Yeah, no, send me a short video just to give me a taste of, the general
Well, the
experience.
guy who uploaded it's an hour-long video, so
All right, I'll just skip through it. Don't worry, you can send it to me. I'll take a quick look at it after the stream. How's it going, Shadow Agent? It has been a while. Welcome. You think you might be able to get a morph? Certainly, Shadow Agent. Just be glad to do that. What's my favorite class to quest on? No, that's a good question. I honestly don't know. Um, I think questing in general is a drag. I do it
mhm.
because I love the game and because I want to see the game from different aspects. As a buccaneer, swashbuckler, musketeer, privateer, witch doctor, and I want to see it at different levels, level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, you name it. And I want to see all those different aspects combined and competing against each other, uh, just to see exactly how these aspects make different flavors, particularly in PvP. So I'm mostly the PvP type. I max my characters because of PvP. So I don't know if I had to pick a class. It's a toss up between Musketeer and Buccaneer, but I don't like Buccaneer in PvP as we call it Luccaneer because it's so reliant on chains and stuff like that a lot of the times, or it wins most of its matches because of chains. I just don't like that class very much in PvP, so maybe I'm a little biased towards it for that. But PvE, it's a lot of fun to quest on a Buccaneer. Not gonna
Bro,
lie.
Buccaneer is amazing. What do you mean?
Tiny Zoe too, absolutely. Shadow Agent. No, just PvP. I just don't like the general, style
Oh
in
yeah,
PvE.
makes sense.
PvP.
I've never done PvP on Buccaneer at all. I don't like it. So bro, it's so boring.
It's okay. Like it's better than PvE. I will tell you that. Anything beats PvE, but fair enough.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to actually move over to Facebook in just a second. So let me grab the link. Then I'll get Shadow Agent his morph. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Facebook link real quick.
Oh yeah, you. I know you used to stream on Mixer. That's why you're on Facebook Gaming now.
I'm just trying to provide more exposure in general to Pirate101 and the revival movement. So I figure
I mean,
one of the ways to do
I
that.
can speak to Matthew
Matthew who?
Spark
About what?
about the revival of Pirate, but he's the community manager, so.
Yeah, no, he's aware of it. He's already aware of it. Don't worry about that. So that's
Because I was
my
speaking to him
Facebook
earlier.
Live channel right there. I'm going to see if I have. Let's see. Just go to that, or yeah, just go to that. Yeah.
What are we doing on Facebook now?
And I will be over on Facebook in just a second, and I will get you your Morph Tiny Zoe 2 Shadow Agent. Just give me 1 second, and meet me over on Facebook. All right. I'll see you guys there. Thanks for coming out. Quack and peace for